Now, for the majority of people who don't know what the Orthodox Church might be, or even what Orthodoxy is, they might just assume that it is what was commonly known as Eastern Orthodox Church, which is this kind of priest, usually seen in Russian or Ukrainian churches. But for many that don't know, there are millions throughout Africa and the Middle East that follow a different orthodoxy. Yes, it's still a belief in Christ, but it's founded differently and at different times, and the core beliefs that cemented as different from Eastern Orthodoxy make it known as the Oriental Orthodox Church. But what actually makes it different from Catholicism? What makes this orthodoxy also different from Eastern Orthodoxy? Well, there are three aspects that make it different, but I'll talk about the first one today. The first that most people don't know about is the deity of Christ, and the belief that Christ is fully God and fully man at the same time. Now, this is not a problem for all three churches, but it becomes a problem when referring to Christ's miracles and his sufferings. Because in Catholicism, it's believed that Christ's suffering was only through the flesh, because in Catholicism, there's the belief that God cannot suffer, right? Which is true. God inherently is above any human or more mortal abilities, right? He's above anything that we conceive. But because they believe that man can only suffer, the flesh can only suffer, when Jesus Christ was suffering, the belief is that only his flesh was suffering. However, in Orthodoxy, it's different. The Orthodox belief, at least the Oriental Orthodox Church, believes that Christ's suffering was both through his God nature and his human essence. But that doesn't make any sense, right? Logically, God cannot suffer. But that's why within the Orthodox Church, it is called, in fact, a mystery. Because within the Orthodox Church, there are 5 canons or 5 mysteries, and one of them is the mystery of incarnation. If it is followed by the Catholic philosophy and idea, it can no longer be a mystery because it makes sense. But this logically does not make sense, thus making it a mystery, and thus making it something incomprehensible for the human mind, proving the divinity of God within the incarnation. This thus summarizes the first difference between the Oriental Orthodox Church, the Eastern Orthodox Church, and the Catholic Church when it comes to the mystery of incarnation. We will discuss the second difference between the three churches in the next video. God bless everyone.